Andrew.
Thanks, Susan. Thanks, Jono and Julian. Susan and colleagues, thank you for your leadership in relation to this most devastating incident last Sunday. I've spent the last couple of days on the ground here with you, Susan, and the sheer grief is palpable down at Bondi. Australians generally, but particularly Jewish Australians, are crying out for leadership from this Prime Minister, but that leadership has been sadly wanting since October 7, 2023. Thank you for your leadership in putting this task force together. It is a comprehensive suite of reforms, two in particular of which fall under my jurisdiction as Shadow Attorney-General. For 20 years we have had a control order piece of legislation or pieces of legislation which quite frankly outdated. That legislation was due to be sunsetted over the next 12 months. So it is time for that piece of legislation, for control orders, to be very closely examined and reformed. Secondly, there is another piece of legislation which has laid on the government's desk for some time, and that is in relation to the surveillance bill, the electronic surveillance bill. Now, we live in a modern world, and many of those who would seek to do Australians harm use the most up-to-date technology, but the technology that our intelligence agencies are using and are capable of using under law is simply not keeping pace. And that electronic surveillance bill, because it's not law, it is a bill, has effectively been gathering dust on the government's shelves. So we believe that it is time, beyond time, that the electronic surveillance bill is put through Parliament. A number of these bills, a number of these measures can be done. They can be done before Christmas. As Susan said, enough of the talking. That is one thing that Jewish Australians have impressed upon me as late as only an hour and a half ago. Enough talk. Let's get down to action, and the Coalition is doing just that. Thanks, Susan.
Authorised by Andrew Wallace, LNP, Boccarina, Queensland.